let's talk about the guys we like. Let's plant some flags. Let's talk about some guys like we want. And we'll start with like just like the next tier down. Like guys are projected to go on day 2. Like guys we're looking at in that area. Feel free, anyone to take. I'll say Scott first. Scott, give us a guy like in that area where you're like, you know what, this is the dude I care about following on day 2. I want to see where he's going.
Yeah, I like Higgins a lot. I mean, we were talking about Tet McMillan as, you know, on being on the Drake London spectrum. And I think you could put Jayden Higgins right there. You know, numbers much more in favor of him than Noel in that same offense. I thought not a lot of, you know, he was more efficient by yards per route run from the slot, from out wide. So maybe he could do a little bit of the power slot thing. And I was talking to Brett the other day. He only had Higgins, I think, as his wide receiver 5 or wide receiver 6, but he said just off of the upside, he should be wide receiver 2. And so, you know, I like that. So
I have him at 3 for the same reason, for fantasy.
Oh, there you go. Love it.
Yeah, he got a Nico Collins comp in the Zap model. I think he played. I mean, I know he played more inside than Collins did in college, but also like it's weird. Like he moved really well at the combine too, for his size, and I feel like not enough people have really.
Well, Harmon killed him. I think Harmon killed.
Yeah, Harmon did. Harmon gave him the Keon Coleman, you know, like power slot,
which is very weird. And I'm not. Listen, Matt Harmon is excellent at this, and I will always defer to him. That's what got me to go back to Jayden Higgins, because initially I said, all right, I'm going to have him 3 because I just think his ceiling's higher. Like if it works out. And again, like I'm not scared with these rookie picks. Like some people, I'm not scared to miss with these rookie picks. I'm thinking about like what dude is going to hit. Like I'm not trying to get a double. I'm trying to hit home runs and triples. That's why I'm a little bit more bullish to like to say, and if I'm in the middle of first to take Travis Hunter. And when I look at Jayden Higgins, I'm like, if this all works out, like his ceiling is as good as anyone else. And we're talking about a guy that could be Courtland Sutton, right? Like a double-digit touchdown guy. But then typically Harmon, as great as he is, his stuff usually will line up with what we're thinking, right? Or like what data shows a lot more often than not. And he's getting there on its own, which is really cool. And that's why I think Matt does such a great job. It's like, but none of this lines up. Like he has amazing production against man coverage. Like Keon Coleman was terrible in all regards. Even when they moved him into the slot, his slot stuff was trash. Like he was awful. Like we have really good really good data. And from a film perspective, he was the number 2 highest graded wide receiver at PFF in this draft class. Travis Hunter was the only guy graded higher from a film perspective. I don't know where Zerline had him. Dwayne, you could double check that too. But like he has this production where he was winning in those ways and versus a Keon Coleman. So I was really surprised. It's got me going back and really thinking it's like, oh shit, am I about to get booby trapped here?
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah. I think there's a chance though that Jaylin Noel is just as good of a pro. Obviously, a totally different archetype.
I wish you could make them one player.
Oh my god! If they could be one player,
if you could give Jayden Higgins best to Noel and Noel's best to Higgins, like oh my gosh, we got it. We're cooking now.
I mean, look, props to Iowa State though for matching them up. I mean, it's a really good duo, really good combo. But like, yeah, I mean, like if we want to move, like Jaylin Noel to me. Is someone who's got probably a pretty safe slot floor. Got to imagine a team drafting him day 2 will have some sort of need there.
It's Tyler Lockett, man.
Yeah, and so like the some of the comps that like the main comp that came out for me was Randall Cobb, but it wasn't super strong. You know, Cobb obviously did some weird stuff throughout college. But like I mean, you look at his Jaylin Noel's profile, everything is versus the class is above average. You know, breakout score is good. You know, his receiving yards per team pass time is good. He's got rushing production, which is good. He's got special teams work, which is obviously something that we, you know, might not be in a model, but at least subjectively kind of look at that because we know that these coaches get their playmakers the ball as much as possible. So to me, Jaylin Noel is someone who I think at least has the like if you want an Amon-Ra St. Brown in this class, it's probably Jaylin Noel. There's just a lot, and he tested like a freak athlete too. So I like both the Iowa State guys quite a bit.
Yeah, Noel is fun. I like the Lockett comp because if you ever seen like the clips, and maybe Ian has done these where like you ever see Lockett, like I don't think he's broken a tackle in like 3 years because he's like right. But he just goes down, like he just falls down. That's how Noel is. Noel's never broken a tackle, but like it's crazy because he has that special teams.
Hey, Marvin Harrison Sr. used to do that too. He would go down,
and
take the big hit.
Yep, not take the big hit, go down.
I do like both of those guys. They both grade higher in the model without draft capital, right? So those are two of the names. If I were to go like reach down another tier, Kyle Williams is actually the biggest. So when I say this is how much higher he ranks in the model, this is for the history of the model. Kyle Williams without draft capital ranks 41 spots higher than where he ranks with his draft capital. Now, small school guy, that's hurting him. 19th percentile program quality. If you look at his strength of schedule, sorry, go ahead, Rich.
I said he has some people that love him though, so you only need that one team. Like I know we were on Jayden Reed, and you just need that one team to believe.
Yeah, strong target earning profile. Pretty good film grade from Lance Zierlein. On my scale comes in at a 77. So like really close marks to a guy we just talked about with Jaylin Noel. I mean, he's got similar marks to multiple guys that are really considered to be round 2, earlier round 3 picks. So Kyle Williams is a really interesting one. And it would be cool to see him get even better draft capital. Right now, that's holding him down.